Hello, and welcome to the second video of the series Important Programs to Know Before Your Next Automation Testing Interview. Now, if you have not seen the intro video, please do because we have discussed the intent there at length. So, without wasting any more time, let's start. Today, we are going to write down a Java program that will swap two numbers, right? Now, before actually going ahead and doing the needful, let me take you to a screen wherein you will better understand what the intent of the video is, right? So you might have this question that what this program, and if you have been around, you have this question that what this particular program and the code for this program is hugely available on the internet, so why should I watch this video? The answer is in front of you. I am not going to approach this problem directly by going into IntelliJ and just writing down the code. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you the approach of solving this problem, of solving this problem pictorially, right? So I am going to show you the algorithm pictorially. And why am I doing this? Because uh, just writing down the line of code is something that you can see from any random website, but I want to help you understand and develop that intellect of how to approach a programming problem, how to create a mind map for it, and then how to write down the code for it. Cool. So let's start. So as you can see on the screen right now, this is before swap. Just focus on this one. And after swap, this is the numbers are reversed, right? So the intent here is to move, or rather move the value of A is 50 and the value of B is 20. So the intent here is to assign the value of B into A and A into B. Now you might have this thing, I mean, a very amateur approach can be that, let me straight away go and say B A is equals to B and B is equals to A. No, it doesn't work like that, because in programming, what happens is that when you move or when you assign the value of A into B, this 20, which was the original value of B, this will go and vanish somewhere in the memory dump, right? So though you'll have the value of A into B, but when you assign value of B into A, that is nowhere. The value has just vanished. So you'll not be able to assign it, of course, right? So you have to find a solution. When you know the problem, you can easily find a solution, right? So first you have to understand the problem. This is the problem. Now what you do is, to understand it better, let me explain it with an analogy. So imagine that this is a bucket, which is bucket A. This is another bucket, which is bucket B. And this is a temporary bucket C, right? So since I told you that we cannot directly swap or change, right? So uh, what I can do here is that I can introduce a bucket C, which I already told you, and then keep on adding values to it. How we'll do it, see on the screen right now. So I have this number 50 in bucket A. So I will take it and I will move it to bucket C. Cool. And if I have to code it, if I have to write it down, how do I show it? I'll show it something as C is equals to A. Pardon me for the this distorted words or anything, but I want to show you how it actually, I mean, I want to correlate it pictorially with the code. This is how we are going to write down in the code as well, right? So number one, the value of A has been given into C, which is C is equals to A, right? Now since we have A vacant, right, so what I'll do is I'll take the value in B and I'll move it to bucket A, right? Cool. So what is it now? This says A is equals to B. Cool. A is equals to B. Cool. Now, by I mean, we have half of the work is done. That is, after swap, we wanted 20 in bucket A, which is already there. And now we want 50 in bucket B. So we have this already in place. We'll take 50 in bucket C and we'll move it to bucket B. Right. So it says B is equals to C. B is equals to C. Don't worry, don't. I know this looks pretty messed up, but don't worry. I'll explain it to you when we code. So that's how it looks, right? So now if you see, before swap and after swap is same. That is, the numbers have been swapped successfully. Got it? So now let's go ahead and let's have a look at this and let's code it out in real, right? So of course you have this. I've already written the algorithm here, and I'll quickly go through this algorithm because we already have understood it in detail. But yes, quickly. So first of all, and this algorithm is with respect to how to code, right? So first line says that declare the two integers to reverse or swap. Then declare the third one, that is the third bucket, remember. Then it says exchange these values between integers as in the pictorial algorithm, as we did, moving value from A into C, then B into A, and then C into B, as it is written there. We'll see it again, don't worry. And then print the numbers, right? So let me go ahead and let me first declare the integers. So I'll say integer A is equals to 50, B is equals to 20, and C is blank, which is the third integer or the third bucket from that analogy, right? And now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll print it out first. That is, I will go ahead and I'll print the number which is before swapping. So before swapping, A is 50 and B is 20, right? Now comes the basic understanding or the basic implementation. So first of all, I'll again go to the pictorial representation. So first of all, I'll move, or rather let me simplify it more. I will bring it back to the original position. So first of all, I'll move A into C, which is C is equals to A. Got it? So I'll write it down, C equals to A. Then I'll go ahead and I'll move A is blank, A bucket is blank, so I'll move the content of B into A. So A is equals to B. Cool. Then I'll move the content of C into B, which is B is equals to C, right? So I'll write it down as B is equals to C. Cool. Then I will go ahead and I'll print it out the swap numbers now. Of course, we have to verify now that whether this is right or wrong. So I have given a system.out.println statement which says A is this and B is this, right? So now let's go ahead and let's see it in action. So it is running, and we'll see the before statement and the after statement, right? So if you see on the screen in the console closely, it says before swapping, A is 50, B is 20, and after swapping, A is 20 and B is 50. Done. That is how you approach a programming question in front of you. You have to learn to create a mind map. When once you do, 70-80% of your work is done. Then you just have to write down the code for it. The basic problem that people face is to how to approach a problem and how to understand the algorithm. So the problem is that the mistake that we do is that we have this programming question in front of us and we simply start writing the code. No, first understand the algorithm, first create an algorithm in your mind, and then code it out. Things will be very easier for you. So that is all. That is, I hope that this particular initiative of ours helps you and you develop that understanding. And the next time somebody asks you this question, you are able to code it out very quickly with thorough understanding. So thank you so much for watching. And don't worry, I will share this code in the video description. So if you want to refer, you'll have the code there. So yeah, thank you so much, and hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you.